Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great day. I hope you had a great week so far. I'm a little bit knackered. I've set myself a high bar for being a standard for this week that I want to maintain. And the message for tonight to remind you of, and also to take stock of, is the price you pay for everything. Everything worthwhile is uphill, it seems. Every now and again, you can take a break, take out your picnic blanket, a little bit of wine, maybe some coffee, maybe just an orange juice, and take a look around, enjoy the view. But then time to pack up again and time to keep on moving up, right? So take that into consideration. I have athletes always contacting me, considering certain things, asking me certain things, and there's a lot of calculations I make before I give you an answer. And not the same question from the same person will get the same answer from me, because I would take into stock other things. I would try to take other things into account. Sometimes I might explain those to you, sometimes not, right? That's how it is. You have to make a decision if you want to follow some advice or not. At the end of the day, you got to pay the price. You got to pay the piper. At the end of the day, if let's say now I've set a goal for myself. My goal for this week is incredibly high. I set the standard. There is one or two things that I still want to add, but I have realized I would need to get a pace that is sustainable, which I'm not certain what everything I'm doing at the moment, if I've hit that sweet spot yet. There is one or two things I'm taking into account that might hinder me in a normal circumstance. In other words, maybe I'm dieting, maybe I've got certain work responsibilities, just taking some examples off the top of my head, which I think would relate to other people too, right? If you're recovering from an injury, things like that, try to get realistic with your goals. So I've set myself again this type of standard, these actions that I want to take. I can't say I do these things if I'm not doing them by just saying them. That's not how it works, right? If I can do the things I've set myself out for the next 2 weeks, then I know maybe I can add one or two more things. But if I do that, I need to be aware of the price I'm paying in my body. So I would need to how would they say, pay the piper. I'm going to repeat that. In other words, for my rest, I need to take into stock when and how much am I able to rest. Is there supplements I can take to help me recover quicker, which of course now glutamine, magnesium, carbohydrate type drinks, electrolyte type of drinks, pre and post proteins, things like that, all of a sudden become very important if I want to reach my goal. Without these certain tools, I won't be able to reach my goal. Maybe if I'm a very experienced athlete in all of these things, then maybe. But let me tell you, any professional athlete will maybe put a stamp of approval that if you do anything at a very high level, it's very difficult to master it. So now I'm going again off topic, but again, I've felt like over the time I've done bodybuilding, mastering that, I'm very effective in hitting the priority points to keep me progressing there whilst still progressing in these other hobbies that I've picked up. But it's a very thin line to walk, and every now and again I need to pull back and rest. But pulling back and resting is not me moving down. That's the one thing I keep on repeating for you guys every week is don't be scared to rest. I know that even me taking a break, if I'm off a week, I see better improvements to people that go all the time. They think just throwing hours at it would solve the problem. But you need to respect the process, respect your body, respect the tools you have, working on those tools, not killing it. Don't work it like it's somebody, like it's the boss's property, man. Treat it like it's your own. I grew up, I would treat other people's property better than I would treat my own. Sometimes I have more respect to that. I've got tons of stories, which is quite funny. Of just how deep that goes. It's even to the core understanding about how I deal with problems. Other people's property for me is more important, keeping it safe if I'm responsible for it, than sometimes my own. So that's just a whole nother topic. So the one thing I want to bring through to you is take stock of what you're doing. Be aware that you're paying a price for everything you're doing. And if you're doing nothing and you're sitting around, there's a price you're paying too. Nothing is free. Laziness certainly isn't free. It's going to cost you in other places, in your work, in your personal, in your relationship, all that. If you are not doing the things you should be doing, if you are lazy, if you are not grateful for what you have, you will definitely lose it. So there's a quick rant, a quick left and a right corner almost we took, and then we took a slipstream back onto the path. And I hope you get the picture at the end of the day. So make sure you do your calculations right when you do these things. Don't get frustrated. I never get frustrated. Sometimes I'm frustrated if I can't solve a problem, in a sense of I've been working on it a while in my head, and then I would get not frustrated, I would put it a little bit back. I would like, you know what, I'm working this very consciously, been struggling with, I'm going to put it subconscious in a while, kind of chew on it, and then a couple of days later an answer would hit me. So I don't like to, I'm not really somebody to get frustrated, or I don't believe I do. I can't remember a time where I just said, oh, I get frustrated. Some very small instances, and then it's seconds where I pull myself right back out of it, because there's no point, and the frustration only gets you down, not the problem, So yeah, that's my tip for you guys tonight. I really hope you're having a great week. I hope you've been implementing these things that I've been talking about. To the guys watching the videos, it just shows me that you guys are committed to improving. All the other people, and especially you now looking maybe at the time saying, oh, I know you're watching this video. So if you're here watching this video, I commend you. It means that you are open to learning and listening. These are short videos, it's not an hour, 2 hours movie. It's short ideas. I want you to chew on to really make you appreciate the things that you have, because somewhere it is costing you something. Okay, guys, I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.